Hey Dragon Slayers! Today's video is part 2 on the type 2 diabetes drugs, how they work, and their side effects. Again, you'll get to watch me fumble over a bunch of medical terms and try my best to pronounce them. So, the first drug, the first class of drug we're going to look at today, it's called a sulfony-lu-rea drug. Some examples of these drugs are Glu-cotrol, Micro-nase, Am-aryl, Glimi-prime, and others. So what do? Well, these drugs artificially increase insulin. By increasing insulin and thereby increasing the existing hyperinsulinemia, the patient reaches normal blood glucose levels. The drugs may also be useful in treating certain neurological conditions. So how do they work? Once a patient has been diagnosed with overt type 2 diabetes, the insulin resistance has become so severe that the pancreas, though it is still producing plenty of insulin, can't produce enough of it to control blood glucose. These drugs artificially increase insulin production. What about the side effects? So there are numerous side effects, including increased risk of cardiovascular events, aka heart attacks, abdominal pain, headaches, and patients often gain significant amounts of body fat. So the next drug is probably one of the most common and the most prevalent drugs to treat type 2 diabetes, known as Metformin, also known as glucophage. So what does it do? These drugs directly improve insulin sensitivity at the muscle and liver, and likely other organs, effectively lowering blood glucose and insulin. It's used to treat type 2 diabetes and essentially any condition that arises from insulin resistance, especially PCOS and NAFLD. So how does it work? These drugs act specifically to help certain cells become more insulin sensitive. By increasing muscle insulin sensitivity, they more readily consume glucose in response to insulin, helping drive down levels. In the liver, improved insulin sensitivity reduces the amount of glucose the liver secretes into the blood. The side effects. So they are minor side effects such as potential for gastrointestinal irritation, diarrhea, nausea, and other gastro issues along that same vein. So we got lastly aspirin. What does it do? It's an anti-inflammatory that affects the effects improve insulin sensitivity. It's used to treat inflammation, reduce risk of insulin resistance, and for type 2 diabetes, atherosclerotic events. So think heart attacks and strokes. So how does it work? It helps lower inflammation throughout the entire body, and it's known that inflammation is a cause of insulin resistance. The side effects. High doses in the tune of 4 to 10 grams per day have been used in research, and studies into the lowest dose have revealed equivocal results. Main side effects that occur are in the intestines, including bloating, ulcers, and bleeding. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.